Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Oh, no joy this time. And that should get the job done. Now it's Castellanos. And the counter is on. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Jarrod Bowen is a player that you're going to like a lot because of his energy, his all-action style, his setups, his goals. Some would refer to him as a kind of an inside right in the language of the day, but he's a real workhorse. I mean, he puts a great shift in, and first and foremost, any manager will settle for that.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Surely now! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target. Mavropanos. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he welcomes it in. Watkins finding himself in space. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Walker-Peters. Oh, sweet feet. Plays a sharp little... He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. He's there to head it! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Great defending, strong and determined. West Ham are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible.
Shapes to shoot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Rodri, spread it left, and it's Eze. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them, 1-0 the score. Tries a measured ball, oh, good effort! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Ødegaard. Now De Bruyne. Alexander-Arnold. And it's De Bruyne. Watkins. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! And he should have made them pay.
Marmoush deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Nicely spread. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now it's Bowen. He's rising! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Watkins. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And the keeper beats it away. And he was alert to it. West Ham, look, Souček has been caught there, it's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Watkins. Oh, this is a very good run. And this is Marmoush. De Bruyne. Decent chance! And he can thump it away. Space for him to turn and look. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. De Ligt. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That'll be a corner. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri turns back here, probably the best option. De Bruyne.
3 minutos de descuento.
De Ligt. And here's Eze. Somerville. Now it's Castellanos. Can he spark a counter here? It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Bowen. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Ødegaard. West Ham needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh no, what has happened here? And here's Castellanos. Robertson gets across and deals with it. And it's Ødegaard. Bowen. Now it's Castellanos. And he's managed to get free. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking. Played back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. All the way back. Robertson. Ødegaard. Barcelona are still that goal to the good. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rijkaard. De Bruyne. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Rijkaard. Alexander-Arnold. Almost an hour gone. Walker-Peters. And that has left him in a heap. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Ødegaard. Has a look up. Header! Oh, it's hit the post! He's got away with one there. And he's taking no chances there. And can he finish it? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Robertson deals with that comfortably. Somerville. Oh, great leap! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rodri, shifted upfield. Souček, oh, good spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Good take, and is he in?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Delivers the ball. Rodri getting this one clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 5, el dorsal 6.
What a save from Onana! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's heaved it away. West Ham have opted to make another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And he shoots! And that's a sharp finish. There seemed no way back, but they are level. That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And in a try. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And he was quick to react. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken. He's had it taken off him. Mavropanos. Disasi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Somerville! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's a sharp pass. 4 added minutes on the board. Probing pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Robertson. Bowen. Now it's Wilson. And Orford. And that was asking for too much.
They're avoiding the...
And that'll be the end of that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's on his own!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Peter, Marcus Llorente, has had a huge effect by just moving position, moving a little further forward. Who would have imagined he could be so creative and such a prolific goal scorer too? Expect to see him make a lot of the...
Solid! Oh, it rattles the bar! Davis. Ødegaard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Pubil. Ruggeri. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Baina. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Spread out to the left. Kane. De Jong. And it's Ødegaard. Mbappe. Played out wide. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. Crosses it in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Barrios. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Simeone. Koke. Oh, perfectly measured that. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Davis. And it's De Jong. Koundé. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Baina. Now it's Solot. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Simeone. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Barrios. Baina. Shot, surely! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Pinches it off him. Griezmann might just make this. He's on it, can he get away? Simeone. Simeone unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Solot. Davis. Ødegaard. De Jong. Neymar. Nicely shaped ball. And now they can clear their lines. Beckham finds himself offside. Koke. And Pablo Barrios. And he's being shifted off it. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Barrios. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Koke. That's going wide left. In towards the back stick. Back in. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neymar. So what can they make of this? Aimed beyond the defence.
Beckham clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Koke. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Barrios. Oh, there's a probing ball. Not the most accurate pass.
Madrid have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Can he get on the end of this? Can he latch on to this? Koundé gets a foot in here. Driven in. That's the end of the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say... Oh, great leap! He will be livid with himself. Koundé. And it's Ødegaard. Well, that has not gone well. And he welcomes it in. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Davis. Shifted it to the flank. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Davis. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Solot. Solot is onto this. Baina. Oh, that was vital. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Ødegaard. Now it's Kane. Turns back here, probably the best option. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Now it's Solot. Simeone. Real chance! And he's stuck it away. They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. So smooth. That could spell trouble. Ødegaard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Oh, good-looking ball. And he's there to get it away. That's a throw. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Backward it goes, crossed into the box, tries to get it clear. And he's intervened well there. Neymar. Marquinhos. Now Davis. Mbappe. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Kane. Pubil. More and more pressure on the ball here. Barrios. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now, can they get him away?
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13, Neymar. Será reemplazado
Llorente.
por el dorsal 17.
In by Llorente.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Plays it in low. And he's heaved it away. Well, this could be it, past something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's shifting through the gears here. Simeone. Here's chance for a shot! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Hernandez with the delivery. And that's the keeper's ball. Llorente. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And the number on the board is 3. Pubil. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Simeone. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that will be the final act. Barcelona were a team not sure